You ever see someone get absolutely wrecked by a scare prank? I mean, they scream, they flail, sometimes they drop like a sack of potatoes. And what do? We laugh. But why? Why does watching someone's fight or flight system go into full meltdown mode tickle our funny bone? Welcome to Inside the Mind of a Scare Prank, where fear meets comedy and your sense of empathy gets put on trial. Fear, the brain's primitive alarm system. Let's start with the basics. Fear is one of our most primal survival mechanisms, courtesy of the amygdala, the part of your brain that decides, do we run, do we fight, or do we freeze like an NPC with a bad script? Now, this system was great when we were dodging saber-toothed tigers, but in today's world, it gets triggered by unpaid bills, horror movies, and of course, your buddy dressed as a chainsaw-wielding maniac hiding in your garage. The science of screams and laughs. So why do we laugh after we're scared? Enter the relief theory of humor. Your brain hits the oh crap button, adrenaline floods your system, and then just as fast as the threat appears, it vanishes. No real danger, no need to fight for your life. The tension has to go somewhere, so it turns into laughter. It's a psychological pressure valve. Think of it as your brain saying, oh, we didn't die? Hilarious. Let's do that again. Pranks, power, and Schadenfreude. Now let's talk about the dark side, Schadenfreude. That's the German term for taking pleasure in someone else's misery. It's the same reason you love watching people trip on icy sidewalks or seeing Karen lose it at customer service. But with scare pranks, it's different. We didn't cause the suffering. We're just the audience, enjoying the show from a safe distance. Of course, pranksters take it further, because deep down there's a tiny part of the human psyche that enjoys holding power over someone else's emotions. It's a split second of playing God. The ethics of fear for fun. But is it always funny? What about when it crosses the line? If the pranky ends up crying in a fetal position, it's probably not comedy anymore. It's emotional terrorism. And yeah, some people never recover from a well-placed scare prank. Trust issues? Check. Nervous breakdowns? Check. A deep-seated hatred for all things Halloween? Triple check. Scare pranks in pop culture. From Jackass to YouTube, the scare prank has been a cultural staple. But here's the thing. Horror and humor have always been two sides of the same coin. Ever notice how many horror movies are also hilarious? It's because fear and laughter trigger the same parts of the brain. It's also why horror movies have the best jump scares, because they know the second your guard is down, bam, cue scream, then laughter, then mild existential crisis. Why we'll never stop laughing at fear. So, will we ever stop laughing at scare pranks? Probably not. It's too baked into human nature. But maybe, just maybe, the next time you get scared, you'll understand what's happening in your brain. And if you're the prankster, well, just don't be surprised if someone punches you in the face. Like, subscribe, and remember, if you have to run for your life, at least make it entertaining.